ranking member on the Defense and Interior Committee of Parliament. Told he's not yet on the telephone. I will try and raise him on the telephone and speak to him on this matter. But whilst my producer tried to raise him, the Ghana Armed Forces have also issued a statement in respect of this same issue, and it's signed by Veronica Ahin, Captain, who is the Acting Director of Public Affairs for the Ghana Armed Forces. But before I read that statement, let's go onto the phone again and speak to the Member of Parliament for the Awutu Senya West constituency, Gizella Tetteh, on this particular development. Madam, good evening. Thank you very much for your time. You are the MP for the area. What briefing have you had so far as this matter is concerned?
Thank you very much. Well, I've been there since this morning. I got there around 9:30, and I was there till the last fisherman was brought to shore. I heard it last night through my constituency chairman about 10:40. That's when I got the information. And we had to do our own local discussion. In addition, make some phone calls beyond our constituency. I spoke to the Deputy Minister of Defense, the Navy Chief of Staff, the Army, and a few others. And so it was a collective effort to get this done.
What stories have they been telling you? What really happened? You know, they went on sea, and then what happened?
They are a regular fishing expedition, you know, that they go on sea, and then, as one of them said, like a movie, he sees these guns and these things only in movies. You know, then they are coming to their boats, and then, you know, literally taking their outboard motors. And when they do that, you are literally motorless. So you just have to be perching on the surface of the water till, you know, someone comes to your rescue. Fortunately, we had a few of them who had their phones on and were able to call a few of them to find out. I called around midnight to tell them that, you know, help was on the way. You know, and then, that is it. So it's been quite a day.
So I want to get this understanding. So they took the boat from them and then they just left them in the sea to swim and survive. Is that it?
No. They didn't take the boat from them. They took their outboard motors off. They stole their outboard motors, and the generator said, when they do that, you don't have any motor. So
yes, it means you can't move, yeah.
You can't move, yes. So there are about six of them that this happened to. So eventually, two of them were helped to Tema. They got help to be towed. Now, the Navy identified them, I think, and they are the naval base. I think they're naval base right now, those two canoes. But you know how these canoes, they tend to, sometimes you can go and maybe your outboard motor gets spoiled, so someone can help you. You are literally stuck to them, you know, like two boats are sharing one outboard motor kind of thing. So two of them managed to get to Tema in that way. On one of the boats, there was 9 people. On another one, there was 15. And then the ones that now came ashore at Senya West, they were 4, with different numbers of people, you know, on the boats. But in total, 47. So as they came to shore, we made them sit and rest a bit. I mean, it's been traumatic for them. It was one guy told me that he's never heard of this. The last time he heard of this was when he was a child, and he's about 35. So maybe it's just something that we have to be a bit more alert on our coastlines, because the fishermen, a lot of them don't go armed. But they're nice. I was just thinking, what if they were armed and decided to have a battle? What would have happened? You know?
That was really my next question. If this has happened before, or this is the first time, that was really my next question.
Well, like I said, someone told me that it happened many when he was young, and he's about 35. So it just gives you an idea of when something like this happened.
This might have put fear in them. I'm not sure they will go for fishing anytime soon. Have they told you that
the fishermen, they will go? They live on the sea. This is their life. They will go. They will just settle a bit, you know, because if there's fish to catch, why would you sit at home?
Despite this horrible incident, they may want to go back?
They will go. They will go. But it may take some time, actually. So when they came on shore, after NADMO took their details and TRD took their details, we got a desk in the Senior Polyclinic to come and check all their vitals, BP and everything, because you never know, somebody may be hypertensive and this situation happened, you know, just to check all that. And eventually, I think from tomorrow, the police are going to do a bit more investigations. We just decided to let them rest and go, just go home. And then from tomorrow, they will start the investigations thoroughly, talking to all of them, each of them, what happened, their narration, their story, and then we take it from there.
As a member of parliament for the area and as a deputy minister, let's talk about their security. Will you consider providing them with security the next time they go on such expedition because of what has happened?
Well, we discussed with the police Central East Command as we were all there. We're discussing what are the possibilities, what we could do to increase the security. Like I said, it's never really been an issue. So we're quickly going to have to discuss further. After the discussions the investigations have taken place and all, and then we'll see what measures we will. Especially the fact that there was conflicting. At one point, I heard there were 8 boats. Next time, there were 13. Then I heard there were 6. So that got me a bit confused as to what exactly the numbers. But eventually, so just like how maybe an airline would have a manifest, that is one of the things that at least every boat going out, we will know who has gone out and how many people, maybe even the people on board, who have gone on that particular boat. That information would also help to know who is out there and who is not. But I'm sure some of this discussion this will affect the whole coastline. I think this discussion would go to higher levels, and definitely some of us will be consulted because this happened in our constituencies.
I've just received a text message from a listener who is asking if you will support any idea for these fisherfolk to next time embark on this expedition prepared, as in having weapons for any of such incidents.
Let's see. I'm sure the discussions would go on further because I dread to think what would have happened if there was a gun battle, and if outboard motors had been taken off and all boats were literally motorless and somebody was hurt and it may take a few hours to get to the person. I dread to think of that scenario, but the discussion would definitely go on. His Excellency the President also called because he wanted a briefing on what had happened. The acting Defense Minister also spoke to him in the afternoon. So I think that the broader discussion would be had on marine security.
Madam, thank you. Thank you very much for your time. Member of Parliament for the Awutu Senya West constituency, Deputy Minister for Works and Housing.